What's going on, guys? Issue number 4, Last Turtle, Donatello. So let's just take a look and see what we got here. So you see he's kind of cloaked in there, looking for the worst to wear on the cover. And this one does definitely get pretty depressing. So, Return to New York, Part 4, Grit and a Stick. And that really sums up what we're dealing with here. So we're dealing with events, or more or less, he's dealing with events from previous issues. This was something I mentioned in the first video, that there are going to be some things that I'm not fully caught up on, but I get the kind of gist of everything. So he's kind of recovering from everything. It looks like he was dealing with like mystic arts and stuff like that, and it's had a lot of repercussions as far as what he's dealing with now. He's got a lot of headaches. His body is like malnourished, and he's just kind of weak. And I guess he's now got an artificial like metal shell. Interested to see how that one comes about when I get to it. But yeah, he's been pretty banged up. He's making his way to New York, and this is when we're informed officially that Splinter has died. For those of us who maybe haven't been fully caught up. So I guess a little spoiler for me there, but I've known that that's like a thing in the lore, so it's not that big of a deal for me. And a little rat crosses his path. Now he thought about following it because he was feeling some sort of connection with Splinter, but it does in fact lead him to these captured mutants, as we see over here. And he goes to like check in on him and see what the hell's going on. Well, he gets injected himself. Somebody snuck up on him, and everything goes black for him. And once again, our little rat pal is sitting there. So now he's in the deep south, is what they say. So somewhere in the south, and he's fenced off. And I guess what this has become is a fighting ring. These customers, whomever, they pay these guards, $2,000, and they get a handful of minutes to go in and fight a beast or a mutant of their choosing. And Donatello's been here long enough where he can basically finish what the guard's telling the new customer. And these next couple panels I really like. So what we're getting is some inner monologue, and it's him saying, I'm doing whatever I can. I'm looking at at this person who's gonna come and check us all out and see who he wants to fight. And based on what I see, are they terrified themselves, or are they really looking for a fight? And he adjusts his actions accordingly. So if it's like somebody looking for a fight, he tries to look as tough as he can. But if it's somebody that's kind of like, I don't know if this is really what I want to do, he tries to kind of whimper, make them think like it's going to be an easy fight. He wants all these people to pick him. He wants to spare the other mutants. Like that's his goal. Is he wants to be the only one that has to fight, and these guys here don't have to fight. And this guy tells us, Donatello's created a little bit of a reputation for himself. Everybody's like, that's the one you want to fight. So that's what happens. He gets picked. He goes in. He does some ass kicking. And I gotta say, over issue 3, it's nice to see some action again. I'm enjoying this. I want to see my Ninja Turtles fight. So it is a little disappointing. I still have yet to watch Leonardo fight up to this point. So. And then one thing he does after he wins these fights is he kind of, it appears to the guards that he's like staring them down, but he's actually looking at everything as far as what's holding them in there. Looking at, he's got like the little fire hose there, and the gate with the combo lock, and it looks like barbed wire or razor wire or whatever, all sitting there. So he's trying to figure it all out, and decides, well, he needs one more fight to try and really figure it all out. He's been there for months. He's almost there, but not quite there yet. So that night, some of his fellow mutants are like kind of talking to him, like, "Hey, how you doing over there?" And he's like, "Oh, just preparing for the next fight tomorrow." And they're showing a lot of gratitude. They're like, "Hey, thank you so much for helping us. We really appreciate it. Is there anything we can do to help you? Because we're kind of worried about you." They're like, "We hear you talking to yourself," and Donnie's like, "Well, that's just me trying to think things through, and I'm talking to Splinter about it because this is now Splinter." And I'm like, "Okay, Donnie, are we good there, bud? Or you seem to be kind of losing your shit." And basically they're telling him the same thing, like, "Hey, we're worried about you. We're not sure if you're all there. We want to help you." And so the conversation ends. Donnie's just like, I just need one more fight. Got to get one more fight in. So the morning comes in, and he notices something's a little different. It's double the normal asking price that the guards are talking to. And our buddy's here from yesterday, where Donnie beat his ass, but he is not alone. I guess everybody that has fought Donnie has all decided it's time to take him out. And I guess this was more or less put on by the guards. So Donnie, he tells Splinter that should he fail, he needs to kind of help and to tell his brothers, and then ... he moves on to the fight. He doesn't finish that thought. So he definitely has his brothers on the mind, just like everybody else here. The other three brothers, they all have each other on the mind, but that's it. So the gate opens and the fight begins. Look at that, another fight scene. And yeah, they're ganging up on him. He's like, "Yeah, I've beaten them all before, but they got rage and numbers on their side." And they're beating down Donnie, and it's pretty rough to see that. Donnie's all four of the brothers are my favorite. And Donnie's probably my second after Leo. Hard to say. But yeah, they're all piling up on him. Donnie's like, "Fuck that shit, I'm out of here." And so he starts fighting back. He's just ripping through everybody. He's kicking ass. He manages to get to the gate and get through. And the guards, they forgot to charge up their lasers, or their tasers. And Donnie takes advantage of that. Now, I do have a slight problem here. I'm not sure why Donnie is given this much time. So he said that they need about 20 seconds to charge up those tasers. He gets through it really quick. Let's say it takes him like 2 or 3 tries, man. 20 seconds, that doesn't take that long. So he got a little bit of luck on his side. I still don't know 100% outside of maybe just being weak in the body why he couldn't have just cleared the fence simply by jumping over it. Those guys got some ups, but I'll just chalk that one up to weak in the body. I mean, he is definitely malnourished. Look at that. That guy has got no skin on it. And we're going to see like how bad it is here in a little bit. That this is not just a artistic choice. Speaking of, I still like the look of it. Now, at times, Donnie does kind of look a little bit more froggish, but for the most part, he's got a look to him that I do enjoy. So, yeah, I like the overall aesthetic of them. And honestly, the art provided here is somewhat reminiscent of Eastman's. Just the overall way that they're done. And no, it's definitely not Eastman, but it does feel it's a little bit more reminiscent. I do appreciate it. And that kind of stuff does appeal to me. So yeah, Donnie gets the drop on the guards. He got through the gate, got the drop on the guards, beat them up, and now he's just trying the combinations to get everybody out. And the doors open, and son of a bitch, the Foot Clan's there. As we knew, they were already on his trail. So yep, everybody comes up and meet, and Donnie realizes that the guards and the Foot Clan have nothing to do with one another, because yeah, down here they're attacking everybody over there. Guards, Donnie, everyone doesn't give a shit. They're just there to kill a turtle and anybody else that might get in the way. So Donnie, being heroic as hell. This is, again, a thing that I'm really enjoying about this. So he fights on behalf of the other mutants. Like, he takes on all the fighting. And even though these guards were pieces of shit to him and, put him in this mess, he still is protecting them. He's doing heroic stuff. I like to see that. And he's getting torn up by some throwing stars and stuff like that. Gets himself a makeshift bow staff and proceeds to whoop some more ass. So, all the while, Splinter's watching. So, yep, Donnie's whooping up on some foot soldiers. And if I can get this page turned, there we go. Meanwhile, our brothers have all returned. They get in there and seen that Donnie's already taken care of everything. And Donnie looks horrible. That is one thing that they are quick to remark on. And Donnie, look at him, like right here, he looks deranged. Like, you got he's talking about Splinter here. He's like, look, guys, Splinter came back, and it's like a rat with a throwing star in it. And I like that touch. I thought it was kind of nice. But yeah, look at his eyes. He just looks psycho. And yeah, on our next page here, Mikey's like trying to be like, dude, that rat is dead. And Raph's quick to like, just shut up, man. Just, dude, read the room. He's out there. Just don't do anything to upset him. And Donnie's like, oh, well, looks like it's back to business as usual with the Foot Clan, huh? And again, another phony moment here. Just but yeah, here, look how skinny his arms are compared to his brothers. Like, you get a good look at Raph's arm. Like, he is so malnourished. Like, he is sickly. So I'm willing to bet that's why he couldn't jump that fence. But still, my criticism of the guards not getting to charge up their tasers before Donnie gets to them. Now, it does mention that they're lazy, but that was more or less saying, well, they're lazy for not having them charged to begin with. They should have been on that one the second they're... And, he could still whoop their ass, no problems, but just the fact that they were just that inept, I don't know. Okay, so meanwhile, we're back over at New York. We're done with the Turtles at this point. And right here on the last few pages, we have Hale is just what I'm going to go with on this one. He's giving like a little pep talk to a bunch of Foot Clan and how he just more or less wants to destroy all the ninjas here, more or less the four brothers. They need to be taken care of. And that is where the book then ends. And yeah, so my overall thoughts were a big step up from book 3. That is, book 3, unfortunately for me, is the weakest in the series. I don't think I'm being too harsh on it by saying that. If anything, I'm kind of more favorable just because it deals with Leonardo. But this one with Donnie, though depressing, it's good to see that the four brothers have now reunited. And just... damn, I felt so bad for Donnie and everything that he had to endure, both what we see and what we don't see, because we can tell he is malnourished. He is in rough shape, definitely the roughest of the four. But yeah, definitely a step up in the action department. I don't have a whole lot of criticism in anything outside of just that one moment with the taser. I'm like, it seems a little far-fetched there, because even if Donnie got in like a try or two, I feel that is more than enough time to give them a chance to charge up their tasers and get ready for him. He can still dispatch them. It's really kind of nitpicky, but very strong entry. This is where I'm like, oh yeah, okay, we got through all four of the brothers and seeing what they were doing. Now they're all together, and let's see where we're going from here. And next issue, we're going to be dealing more with him and Casey Jones. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what all we have there. Of course, I've already read it, but still, yeah, very, very strong stuff. Definitely recommend this series so far. But that is all I have for today, guys. So until next time, take care and God bless.